Chilling look at the Lyle Ford case, the unsolved murders of Toronto sex trade workers. In the latest gripping episode of Ontario Cold Cases, Canada's True Crime Podcast, we dive into the haunting stories of 5 unsolved murders of sex trade workers in Toronto, spanning from the mid-1980s to the late 1990s. These cases, marked by strangulation and the eerie movement of bodies from where the victims were last seen, raise a chilling question. Could they all be connected to one killer? Tune into the full episode to explore the details, evidence, and theories surrounding these mysteries. Links to the episodes are available in the show notes below. One of the cases highlighted is that of Lyle Ford, a woman whose body was discovered on September 9, 1990 in Crombie Park at the Esplanade and Sherbourne Street in Toronto. Found by a couple walking their dog, Lyle's clothes were disheveled and an autopsy revealed she'd been strangled, sexually assaulted, and bore bite marks from her attacker. Originally from the US, Lyle struggled with alcohol addiction and often stayed in women's shelters while working as a sex trade worker. Despite DNA evidence from bite marks and semen, the technology at the time was insufficient to identify the suspect, leaving her case unsolved. Don't miss out on this episode or future ones. Subscribe to Ontario Cold Cases, Canada's True Crime Podcast, to stay updated on every chilling story. Your subscription ensures you never miss a case, and we love to hear your thoughts. Leave a comment below to join the discussion. The episode also examines 2 key suspects, Gregory George Ashford and Daniel Harvey Atkinson. Ashford, a convicted murderer, was linked to the 1985 strangulation of Faith Constant Russell and the murder of Brenda Lee Garside in Halifax. His chilling diary entries, including one musing, "Killing Faith didn't seem so wrong," painted a disturbing picture of a man who may have been responsible for additional unsolved murders, including those of Benita Tarantino, Susan Siegel in Toronto. Meanwhile, Atkinson, arrested in 1998 for assaulting a sex trade worker, suspected in up to 5 or 6 homicides in Toronto. His green 1997 Chevrolet pickup truck was flagged on a bad dates list by sex trade worker groups, and his proximity to the crime scenes raises suspicions. Could one of these men be the serial killer responsible for the tragedies? Or does a pattern of weekend killings, as noted by retired FBI serial killer expert John Douglas, point to another predator who targeted vulnerable women in Toronto's underbelly? The podcast explores these questions, delving in the evidence and the haunting possibility that a serial killer operated undetected for decades. To hear the full episode and the in-depth analysis and expert insights, tune into Ontario Cold Cases, Canada's True Crime Podcast. Links to the episode are in the show notes. Don't forget to subscribe to ensure you catch every episode, and join the conversation by leaving your comments and theories below. Let's keep these stories alive and work together to seek justice for Lyle Ford and the other forgotten victims. Because every case deserves answers, and every victim deserves justice. Subscribe now to Ontario Cold Cases, Canada's True Crime Podcast. Episodes available wherever you get your podcasts.